First contact fumble. The vast expanse of space stretched out before the UES Curiosity, humanity's most advanced deep space exploration vessel. Captain Zara Chen stood on the bridge, her dark eyes scanning the unfamiliar star system they had just entered. After years of searching, they had finally detected signs of an advanced alien civilization. Status report, Zara commanded, her voice steady despite the excitement coursing through her veins. Lieutenant Commander Alex Novak, the ship's science officer, looked up from his console. Captain, we're picking up an artificial structure orbiting the third planet. It appears to be a space station of some kind. Zara nodded, a small smile playing at the corners of her mouth. Excellent. Helm, take us in closer, but maintain a respectful distance. We don't want to startle our new neighbors. As the Curiosity approached the alien station, the crew marveled at its design. The structure was unlike anything they had ever seen, a series of interlocking crystalline shapes that seemed to defy conventional engineering principles. Its surface shimmered with an otherworldly iridescence, reminiscent of opal catching the light. Open a channel, Zara ordered. Let's see if anyone's home. Communications Officer Yuki Tanaka's fingers danced across her console. Channel open, Captain, broadcasting on all frequencies. Zara took a deep breath, acutely aware that her next words could go down in history as humanity's first contact with an alien species. This is Captain Zara Chen of the Earth exploration vessel UES Curiosity. We come in peace and friendship, seeking to establish contact and cultural exchange. For several tense moments, there was no response. Then suddenly, a series of melodic tones and clicks filled the bridge. Translation Matrix is working on it, Captain, Yuki reported, her brow furrowed in concentration. Moments later, a lilting voice emerged from the speakers. Greetings, vessel from beyond. I am Liaison Celara of the Galactic Harmony Collective. Your presence is unexpected, but not unwelcome. Please approach and dock with our station. We are eager to meet you. A collective sigh of relief swept through the bridge. First contact, and it seemed to be going well. Zara allowed herself a moment of pride before issuing her next orders. Helm, take us in. Engineering, prepare for docking procedures. Senior staff, meet me in the airlock in 15 minutes. Let's go make history. As the Curiosity maneuvered towards the alien station, Zara couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. Years of training had prepared her for this moment, but nothing could truly ready someone for meeting an entirely new form of intelligent life. 15 minutes later, Zara stood before the airlock with her senior staff, Alex, Yuki, Chief Engineer Dr. Raj Patel, and Chief Medical Officer Dr. Emily Santos. Each of them had been chosen not just for their expertise, but for their adaptability and open-mindedness, crucial traits for first contact scenarios. Remember, Zara addressed her team, we're here to learn and to share. Be respectful, be curious, but above all, be careful. We don't know their customs or taboos yet. The airlocks cycled, and as the door hissed open, the humans got their first look at the representatives of the Galactic Harmony Collective. Standing before them were three beings unlike anything they had ever seen. They were roughly humanoid in shape, but that's where the similarities ended. Their bodies seemed to be composed of a crystalline substance that pulsed with bioluminescent patterns. 3 pairs of faceted eyes adorned what appeared to be their heads, and instead of arms, they had several tentacle-like appendages that moved with fluid grace. Zara stepped forward, fighting the urge to gape. Greetings, Liaison Celara. I am Captain Zara Chen. On behalf of humanity, we thank you for your warm welcome. The central figure pulsed with a soft blue light. When it spoke, its entire body seemed to vibrate. Welcome, Captain Chen and companions. We are honored to be the first to greet your species in the galactic community. Please come. There is much to discuss. As they followed their hosts into the station, Zara and her team were struck by the organic nature of the structure. The walls seemed alive, pulsing with the same bioluminescence as their hosts. The air was thick with a sweet, almost floral scent that made them feel slightly lightheaded. They were led to a large circular chamber that Zara assumed was some kind of conference room. The aliens gestured for them to sit on what looked like living, breathing cushions. "Please, make yourselves comfortable," Zara said. "We have much to learn about each other." For the next few hours, the two groups exchanged information about their respective species and civilizations. The humans learned that the beings called themselves the Luminae, and their society was based on principles of harmony and collective consciousness. They were a peaceful race dedicated to scientific and spiritual advancement. In turn, Zara and her team shared information about Earth and human culture. The Luminae seemed particularly fascinated by the concept of individuality and the wide range of human emotions. As the conversation progressed, Zara noticed something odd. The Luminae seemed to be communicating with each other even when they weren't speaking. Subtle pulses of light would pass between them, and they would react as if responding to unheard questions. "Forgive my curiosity," Zara said, "but are you communicating with each other in some way we can't perceive?" Zara's body flickered with what Zara interpreted as surprise. "Ah, yes. We forget that not all species have the gift of telepathy. Our kind can share thoughts and emotions directly. It is a foundation of our harmonious society." This revelation sent a ripple of excitement through the human team. Telepathy had long been a subject of scientific speculation and science fiction on Earth. To encounter a species that actually possessed this ability was groundbreaking. However, as they delved deeper into the subject, cultural differences began to emerge. The Luminae viewed their telepathic abilities as a natural and essential part of their society. The idea of privacy, so fundamental to human culture, was almost foreign to them. "But how do you maintain individual thoughts?" Alex asked, his scientific curiosity piqued. "Doesn't constant telepathic connection lead to a loss of self?" Zara's body pulsed with a color that the translation matrix interpreted as confusion. Loss of self, but the self is found in connection, in the harmony of shared consciousness. Isolation of thought seems lonely. This philosophical difference led to a heated but respectful debate. The humans tried to explain concepts like personal space and the importance of private thoughts, while the Luminae extolled the virtues of their open, connected society. As the discussion continued, Dr. Santos noticed something concerning. The sweet scent in the air seemed to be having an effect on the human team. Their reactions were becoming slower, their pupils dilated. "Captain," she said quietly to Zara, "I think there's something in the air that's affecting us. We should consider returning to the ship soon." Zara nodded, realizing she too felt strange. She turned to their hosts. "Liz and Zara, we appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid we need to return to our vessel. Our biology seems to be reacting to something in your environment." Zara's body flashed with alarm. "Oh my, we had no idea. Please, allow us to escort you back immediately. We hope this hasn't caused any lasting harm." As they made their way back to the airlock, Zara's mind raced. This incident highlighted the challenges they would face in further interactions. Even with the best intentions, the biological and cultural differences between their species could lead to misunderstandings or even danger. Back on the Curiosity, as Dr. Santos checked over the team, Zara debriefed with her officers. "Well," she said with a wry smile, "first contact was certainly interesting. Thoughts?" "Their technology is incredible," Raj said, his eyes shining with excitement. "Did you see how their entire station seemed to be a living organism? The potential applications are mind-boggling." Yuki nodded in agreement. "And their form of communication, telepathy. It's amazing, but I can see how it could lead to cultural clashes. Their whole society is built on a level of openness that many humans would find uncomfortable." "Indeed," Zara mused. "We've got a lot to learn from each other, but we'll need to proceed carefully. Our biological differences alone pose significant challenges." As the team discussed their experiences, a message came through from the Luminae station. Liaison Cellara expressed deep apologies for the adverse reaction the humans had experienced and proposed a solution. The Luminae had technology that could create a protective field around organic beings, allowing them to exist safely in environments not suited to their biology. They offered to share this technology as a gesture of goodwill and to facilitate further cultural exchange. Zara saw this as a promising development, but also recognized the need for caution. Let's accept their offer, but we'll need to thoroughly test this technology before using it. Alex, work with Dr. Santos to analyze it once we receive it. As the day wound down and the excitement of first contact began to settle, Zara retreated to her quarters to record her log entry. As she spoke, she couldn't help but feel a sense of awe at what they had experienced. Captain's log, stardate 22-75-3. Today, humanity made first contact with an alien species known as the Luminae. They are as different from us as we could have imagined, in biology, in culture, and in thought. Yet beneath these differences, I see a shared curiosity, a mutual desire to learn and grow. We face significant challenges in our future interactions. Our biological incompatibilities and divergent views on concepts like privacy and individuality could lead to misunderstandings. However, I'm optimistic. The Luminae's offer to share their protective field technology shows a genuine desire for peaceful cooperation. As we move forward, we must remember that true understanding requires more than just translating words. We must strive to comprehend the underlying cultural and biological factors that shape each species' worldview. It won't be easy, but I believe the potential benefits for both our peoples and the galaxy at large make it a challenge worth undertaking. Tomorrow, we begin the real work of building a bridge between our civilizations. I can only hope that we're up to the task. As Zara finished her log entry, she gazed out of her viewport at the shimmering alien station. The sight filled her with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. They had taken the first step into a larger universe, but the journey ahead was long and uncertain. Yet, as she contemplated the challenges that lay before them, Zara couldn't help but smile. This was why she had joined Starfleet, to explore, to learn, and to push the boundaries of human understanding. With renewed determination, she began to plan for the days ahead. There was much to do, protocols to establish, cultural briefings to prepare, and a myriad of scientific and diplomatic challenges to address. But as daunting as the task seemed, Zara knew that she and her crew were ready. They carried with them the best of humanity, its curiosity, its adaptability, and its unwavering spirit of exploration. As the stars twinkled beyond the viewport, Zara made a silent promise. No matter what challenges they faced, they would face them with open minds and open hearts. For in this vast, mysterious universe, understanding and cooperation were not just noble goals. They were the key to humanity's future among the stars. Little did Zara know that their greatest challenges and most astonishing discoveries still lay ahead. The true test of humanity's ingenuity, compassion, and courage was just beginning. Cultural clashes and unlikely allies. Captain Zara Chen stood in the Curiosity's holodeck, surrounded by a shimmering simulation of the Luminae's crystalline world. The air sparkled with tiny motes of light, mimicking the alien atmosphere they'd encountered on the station. But this time, thanks to the protective field technology shared by the Luminae, Zara and her crew could explore without fear of biological incompatibility. "All right, team," Zara addressed her senior staff. "Today's mission is critical. We need to deepen our understanding of Luminae culture while showcasing the best of humanity. Remember, we're not just explorers anymore, we're ambassadors." Dr. Emily Santos, the ship's chief medical officer, raised her hand. "Captain, I've been analyzing the Luminae's biological data. There's something unusual about their genetic structure. It's almost as if it's in a constant state of flux." Before Zara could respond, the holodeck shimmered, and Liaison Cellara materialized before them, her crystalline form pulsing with vibrant colors. "Greetings, friends," Celara's melodious voice filled the room. "I hope I'm not interrupting. We've detected some unusual energy signatures in your vicinity and wanted to ensure your safety. Zara exchanged glances with her crew. They hadn't initiated any unusual energy experiments. Thank you for your concern, Zelara. We're not conducting any energy experiments at the moment. Could you tell us more about these signatures? Zelara's form shimmered with what the humans had learned to interpret as concern. The signatures are similar to those produced by a species known as the Void Walkers. They are not friendly. The atmosphere in the holodeck tensed. First contact had barely been established, and already they were facing a potential threat. Void Walkers? Alex Novak, the science officer, leaned forward with interest. What can you tell us about them? Zelara's colors darkened. They are beings of pure energy, capable of inhabiting and controlling other life forms. They seek to absorb all consciousness into their collective. Many civilizations have fallen to them. Zora's mind raced. This sounded like a threat beyond anything humanity had ever faced. Have you encountered them before? How did you defend yourselves? Our telepathic abilities provide some protection, Zelara explained, but we've never been able to truly defeat them. We've only managed to drive them away temporarily. Suddenly, alarms blared throughout the ship. Yuki's voice came over the comm system. Captain, we're detecting multiple energy anomalies approaching the Lumine station. Zara sprung into action. Red alert. All hands to battle stations. Zelara, we need to coordinate our defenses. As the crew rushed to their posts, Zara couldn't help but marvel at the irony. Just hours ago, they were debating the merits of privacy versus collective consciousness. Now, they faced a threat that sought to forcibly collectivize all sentient beings. On the bridge, chaos reigned. The view screen showed swirling vortexes of dark energy approaching the Lumine station. Tendrils of void-like matter reached out, probing the station's defenses. The Void Walkers are attempting to breach the station's outer layers, Alex reported, his fingers flying over his console. Their energy signature is like nothing I've ever seen. It's as if they exist partially out of phase with our reality. Zora's mind whirled with possibilities. Out of phase, Dr. Santos, could we modify the protective field technology to create a barrier the Void Walkers can't penetrate? Emily's eyes lit up. Brilliant idea, Captain. If we can adjust the field to oscillate at a frequency opposite to the Void Walker's energy signature, we might be able to cancel them out. Make it happen, Zara ordered. Rage, work with Emily to adapt our shields. Yuki, coordinate with the Lumine. We need to buy time. As the crew worked feverishly, the Void Walkers pressed their attack. The Lumine station pulsed with defensive energy, its crystalline structure resonating to repel the invaders, but it was clear they were fighting a losing battle. Captain, Zelara's voice came through the comm, strained with effort. Our defenses are failing. The Void Walkers are too strong. Zara gripped her command chair. Hold on, Zelara. We're working on a solution. Humanity didn't come all this way to lose our new friends on day one. Just then, Emily's excited voice cut through the tension. Captain, we've done it. The modified shield is ready, but there's a catch. To cover both ships, we'll need to physically link the Curiosity to the Lumine station. Zara didn't hesitate. Helm, bring us alongside the station. Prepare for emergency docking procedures. The Curiosity maneuvered through the swirling chaos, narrowly avoiding tendrils of void energy. With a resounding clang, the ship locked onto the Lumine station. Shields up, Zara commanded. A shimmering bubble of energy enveloped both the human ship and the alien station. The Void Walkers slammed against it, their dark energy writhing as it met the oscillating barrier. For a moment, it seemed as if the shield might buckle under the onslaught. The bridge trembled, consoles sparked, and Zara could hear the strain in the ship's engines as they poured every ounce of power into the defensive screen. Then, slowly but surely, the Void Walkers began to retreat. Their energy forms seemed to dissipate, unable to maintain cohesion in the face of the combined human Lumine defense. As the last of the dark vortexes vanished, a cheer went up on the bridge. Zara allowed herself a small smile before opening a channel to the Lumine station. Cellora, status report. Are you all right over there? The view screen flickered to life, showing Cellora and several other Lumine. Their crystalline forms pulsed with colors that Zara was beginning to recognize as joy and relief. We are unharmed, thanks to you. Cellora's voice resonated with gratitude. Captain Chen, you and your crew have done the impossible. You've driven back the Void Walkers. Zara nodded, feeling a mix of pride and humility. We work well together, it seems, but I have a feeling this isn't the last we'll see of those entities. Cellara's form shimmered in agreement. You are correct. The Void Walkers will return, stronger and more prepared. But perhaps together we can find a permanent solution. As the adrenaline of battle faded, Zara found herself reflecting on the day's events. In less than 24 hours, humanity had made first contact, navigated cultural misunderstandings, shared technology, and fought side by side with an alien species against a common enemy. Well, crew, Zara addressed her team. I'd say this goes down as the most eventful first contact in human history. But something tells me our adventure is just beginning. Alex chuckled, running a hand through his disheveled hair. So much for easing into galactic politics, Captain? Zara smiled wryly. Indeed, it seems the universe had other plans for us. But we've proven something important today, that despite our differences, humanity and the Lumine can work together in the face of adversity. As the crew began damage assessments and prepared for the inevitable debriefings, Zara couldn't shake the feeling that they had stumbled upon something much bigger than a simple exploration mission. The Void Walkers, the Lumine's unique biology, the strange energy signatures, all of it hinted at mysteries beyond their current understanding. One thing was clear: the Curiosity and her crew were now at the forefront of a cosmic drama that would shape the fate of multiple civilizations. As Zara gazed out at the star-studded expanse of space, she silently vowed to face whatever challenges lay ahead with the same ingenuity, courage, and spirit of cooperation they had displayed today. Little did she know that the true test of humanity's resolve, and the ultimate key to unraveling the mysteries of the universe, still awaited them in the depths of space. The galactic quantum conundrum. Captain Zara Chen stood in the Curiosity's newly constructed quantum lab, surrounded by a dizzying array of holographic displays and pulsating energy fields. The air crackled with possibility as human and Lumine scientists worked side by side, that unlikely alliance forged in the crucible of crisis. Status report, Zara commanded, her eyes fixed on a swirling vortex of data at the center of the room. Dr. Emily Santos stepped forward, her usually calm demeanor tinged with excitement. Captain, we've made a breakthrough. The Void Walkers aren't just energy beings, they're quantum anomalies. Liaison Cellara's crystalline form shimmered with agreement. Indeed, our combined research suggests they exist in a state of quantum superposition, allowing them to inhabit multiple realities simultaneously. Zara's mind reeled at the implications. So when we drove them back, we didn't defeat them, Alex Novak chimed in, his fingers dancing across a holographic keyboard. We just collapsed their wave function in this reality. They could still be wreaking havoc in parallel universes. The captain took a deep breath, centering herself amidst the cosmic revelations. All right, let's focus. How do we stop an enemy that exists across multiple realities? As if in answer to her question, alarms blared throughout the ship. Yuki's voice crackled over the comm, Captain to the bridge. We're detecting massive quantum fluctuations throughout the sector. Zara sprinted to the bridge, her senior staff hot on her heels. The view screen erupted with a kaleidoscope of cosmic chaos. Stars blinking in and out of existence, spatial rifts tearing open and closing just as quickly. By the cosmos, Cellora breathed, her form pulsing with a mix of awe and terror. The Void Walkers are attempting to merge realities. If they succeed, it could unravel the very fabric of our universe. Zara's mind raced. This was beyond anything they had trained for, beyond even the wildest speculations of Earth's top scientists. But humanity hadn't come this far to watch the universe crumble. "We need options, people," she barked. "How do we stabilize these quantum fluctuations?" Raj Patel, the chief engineer, spoke up, his voice tinged with a mix of excitement and trepidation. "Captain, I have a crazy idea. What if we use the ship's warp core to generate a quantum entanglement field?" Emily's eyes widened. "Brilliant. If we can entangle our reality with the others affected by the Void Walkers, we could create a unified quantum state across multiple universes." Alex finished, his fingers already flying across his console. Zara nodded, a plan forming in her mind. "All right, let's do it, but we'll need to boost the signal." "Lara, can the Lumine station amplify our quantum field?" Lara's form pulsed with determination. "We can do more than that, Captain. Our collective consciousness can serve as a quantum resonance chamber, exponentially increasing the field's power and reach." "Excellent," Zara said, her voice filled with resolve. "Reg, begin warp core modifications. Emily, work with Illuminae to prepare their consciousness for quantum resonance. Alex, calculate the optimal entanglement frequencies. Yuki, broadcast a warning to all ships in the sector. Things are about to get weird." As the crew scrambled to their tasks, Zara couldn't help but marvel at the sheer audacity of their plan. They were about to attempt the impossible, to cinch multiple realities using a warp core, alien telepathy, and sheer human determination. Hours passed in a blur of frantic preparations. The Curiosity's warp core hummed with barely contained power, while the Lumine station pulsed with psychic energy. In the space between, reality itself seemed to hold its breath. "All systems ready, Captain," Raj reported, his voice tense with anticipation. Zara took a deep breath, acutely aware that her next order could either save the universe or tear it apart. "Initiate quantum entanglement field." The ship shuddered as the warp core unleashed a torrent of quantum energy. The view screen exploded with light as the entanglement field expanded, intersecting with the pulsing consciousness of the Luminae. For a moment, nothing seemed to happen. Then, reality fractured. Zara gasped as multiple versions of the bridge overlapped before her eyes. She saw alternate versions of herself and her crew, some subtly different, others wildly divergent. Through it all, the dark tendrils of the Void Walkers writhed, fighting against the encroaching entanglement. "Hold steady," Zara commanded, her voice echoing across realities. "Push through." The Luminae's collective consciousness surged, their telepathic power amplifying the quantum field to unprecedented levels. The alternate realities began to synchronize, merging into a singular, unified state. With a sound like reality itself screaming, the quantum fluctuations collapsed. The Void Walkers, caught in the convergence, were forced into a single state of existence, one where they faced a united front of humanity and Luminae across all realities. As the cosmic dust settled, Zara blinked, her mind struggling to process what had just occurred. "Status report," she managed, her voice hoarse. Alex, looking slightly translucent, consulted his readings. "Quantum stability restored, Captain. The Void Walkers have been nullified. They exist now as harmless quantum echoes." Cheers erupted across the bridge, quickly spreading to the rest of the ship and the Lumine station. They had done it. Faced an impossible enemy and emerged victorious through the power of cooperation, innovation, and sheer audacity. As the celebration continued, Zara noticed something odd. Ghostly afterimages lingered around her crew, like echoes of their alternate selves. And when she caught her reflection in a darkened console, she could swear she saw other versions of herself staring back. Dr. Santos," she called out, "are you seeing this?" Emily nodded, her own form slightly blurred. "It appears the quantum entanglement had some unexpected side effects. We've retained a connection to our alternate selves." Lara's voice chimed in, filled with wonder. "This is unprecedented. You've not only saved our reality, but created a bridge between all realities. The scientific and philosophical implications are staggering. Zara leaned back in her chair, a wry smile playing on her lips. Well, crew, it looks like we've opened up a whole new frontier of exploration. I have a feeling our mission parameters just expanded significantly. As the Curiosity and the Lumine station hung in space, their forms slightly out of phase with reality, Zara couldn't help but feel a sense of immense possibility. They had faced the ultimate threat and emerged not just victorious, but transformed. The universe, no, the multiverse, would never be the same. And humanity, hand in hand with their new alien allies, was poised to lead the way into this brave new quantum frontier. Little did they know that their greatest adventure, one that would challenge the very nature of existence itself, was just beginning. The cosmic stage was set for a journey beyond imagination, where the boundaries between science and magic, reality and dreams, would blur in ways no one could have foreseen. Quantum echoes and celestial harmonies. Captain Zara Chen stood on the observation deck of the UES Curiosity, her gaze fixed on the swirling quantum anomaly that shimmered just beyond the viewscreen. The events of the past few weeks had transformed not just her crew, but the very nature of reality itself. Captain's log, stardate 2275-8, Zara began, her voice tinged with a mix of awe and trepidation. Our quantum entanglement experiment has had far-reaching consequences beyond our wildest imaginations. The multiverse is no longer a theory, it's our new playground. As if on cue, a shimmering apparition appeared beside her, an alternate version of herself, clad in a uniform that seemed to be made of living light. Still talking to yourself, I see, Zara quipped, a smirk playing on her translucent lips. Zara chuckled, no longer startled by these quantum echoes of herself. Someone has to keep the records straight across realities. Their banter was interrupted by the ship-wide comm system. Captain to the bridge, Yuki's voice rang out, tinged with urgency. We're picking up a distress signal from ourselves. Zara and her alternate self exchanged glances before racing to the bridge. As they entered, the main view screen flickered to life, showing a battered version of the Curiosity emerging from a spatial rift. This is Captain Zara Chen of the UES Curiosity, a haggard voice transmission. We've escaped a reality overrun by chronophages, requesting immediate assistance and asylum. The bridge crew stared in stunned silence at the image of their counterparts, scarred, wary, but alive against all odds. Well, Zara muttered, I guess the universe wasn't content with just quantum duplicates. Yuki, open a channel. As they worked to assist their alternate selves, Dr. Emily Santos burst onto the bridge, her eyes wild with excitement. Captain, you need to see this. The Lumine, they're evolving. Intrigued, Zara followed Emily to the newly established quantum lab. What she saw there defied description. Lazen Salara and several other Lumine were undergoing a startling transformation. Their crystalline bodies were shifting, taking on new forms that seemed to flicker between states of matter. The quantum entanglement, Zalara's melodious voice echoed, now layered with harmonic overtones. It's accelerated our species' evolution. We're becoming something more. Alex Novak, the science officer, was furiously taking readings. Captain, the Lumine are tapping into the quantum field itself. They're not just evolving, they're transcending traditional physical laws. Zara's mind reeled at the implications. Are they ascending? Before anyone could respond, a blinding light filled the lab. When it faded, Zalara and the other Lumine had transformed into beings of pure energy. Their consciousness expanded across multiple realities simultaneously. We understand now, Zalara's voice resonated, seeming to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. The Void Walkers, the quantum anomalies, they were all part of a cosmic test, and together we've passed. As if triggered by Zalara's words, the ship shuddered. The viewscreen came to life, showing a breathtaking sight. A massive, planet-sized structure had appeared in space, a cosmic nexus point shimmering with every color imaginable. By the stars, Raj breathed, his eyes wide with wonder. What is that? Selara's energy form pulsed with excitement. It's a celestial harmonic, a cosmic tuning fork created by an ancient race. It has the power to reshape reality itself. Zara felt a surge of both exhilaration and trepidation. And I suppose we're meant to use it. Not just use it, Selara corrected, but become its new guardians. Human ingenuity combined with Lumine consciousness, we are uniquely suited to wield its power responsibly. As the crew marveled at this new development, alarms blared throughout the ship. "Captain," Yuki called out, her voice tense, "we're detecting multiple quantum rifts opening. It's every version of humanity from across the multiverse. They're all converging on the celestial harmonic." The view screen filled with a dizzying array of ships, some recognizable, others completely alien, yet all undeniably human in origin. It seemed that every possible version of humanity, from countless realities, had been drawn to this cosmic crossroads. Zara squared her shoulders, feeling the weight of not just her universe, but all universes settling upon her. "Well, Prue, it looks like we've stumbled upon the biggest family reunion in cosmic history. Let's make sure it doesn't turn into a family feud." As the Curiosity approached the celestial harmonic, flanked by its alternate selves and accompanied by the ascended Luminae, Zora couldn't shake the feeling that they stood on the precipice of something monumental. They had started this journey seeking new life and new civilizations, but now found themselves at the crossroads of all possible existences. "Open a channel to all ships," Zora commanded, her voice steady despite the gravity of the moment. "To all versions of humanity, to every sentient being across the multiverse who can hear my voice. We stand at a turning point in cosmic history. The celestial harmonic offers us the chance to reshape reality itself. But power of this magnitude demands responsibility. I propose we use this gift not for dominion, but for harmony. Let us bridge the gaps between our realities, heal the wounds of time and space, and forge a new cosmic order based on understanding and cooperation." As her words echoed across dimensions, Zara held her breath. The response would determine the fate not just of her crew, not just of humanity, but of all possible existences. The universe seemed to hold its breath, poised on the edge of a new era of cosmic exploration and understanding. The true test of humanity's wisdom, compassion, and vision was about to begin, and its ripples would be felt across the infinite tapestry of the multiverse. Symphony of Infinities. The cosmic expanse around the celestial harmonic buzzed with anticipation as countless versions of humanity held their collective breath. Captain Zara Chen's words hung in the quantum ether, a rallying cry for unity across the multiverse. Suddenly, a cacophony of voices erupted through the comm systems, a dizzying blend of languages, tones, and emotions from every conceivable version of humanity. "This is Admiral Zhang of the Terra Concordiat," a stern voice cut through the chaos. "We've seen the destructive potential of such power. It must be contained." "Nonsense," countered another. "I'm High Priestess Amelia of the Gaia Collective. This harmonic is clearly a gift from the cosmic divine. We must use it to ascend." Voices clamored, each with their own agenda, fears, and hopes. The situation teetered on the brink of chaos. Zora exchanged glances with her senior staff and the ascended Luminae. They needed to act fast before this cosmic family reunion turned into an interdimensional war. "Felora?" Zora called out, "can we use the harmonic to facilitate understanding between all these factions?" The energy being that was once Selara pulsed with excitement. "Captain, that's brilliant. The harmonic doesn't just reshape reality, it can harmonize consciousness." Dr. Emily Santos' eyes widened, like a massive, multidimensional group telepathy. "Precisely," Selara hummed. "But we'll need a focal point, a mind capable of bridging the gap between all these disparate human consciousnesses." All eyes turned to Zara. She took a deep breath, squaring her shoulders. Well, I did ask for this job. What do I need to do? You must become one with the harmonic, Selara explained. Your mind will serve as the conduit for all of humanity. But be warned, the strain could be significant. Zara nodded grimly. The fate of the multiverse is at stake. I'm willing to take that risk. As the crew prepared for the unprecedented procedure, the situation outside deteriorated. Shots were fired between some of the more aggressive factions, spatial rifts yawned open as realities clashed, and the very fabric of space-time groaned under the strain. Zara stepped onto a specially prepared platform, her body tingling as quantum fields enveloped her. She locked eyes with her crew one last time. Whatever happens, she said, her voice steady, it's been an honor serving with you all. With a nod to Raj, the process began. Energy surged through Zara's body, her consciousness expanding at an alarming rate. She felt herself stretched across realities, touching the minds of countless versions of humanity. The sensation was overwhelming. Billions upon billions of thoughts, emotions, and memories flooded her mind. She saw humanity at its worst, worlds ravaged by war, greed, and hatred. But she also witnessed humanity at its best, realities where poverty had been eliminated, where humans lived in harmony with nature and other species. Through it all, Zara clung to her core self, using her experiences, the wonder of first contact, the triumph over the Void Walkers, the awe of cosmic discovery, as an anchor. Listen to me, she projected her thoughts across the quantum network. Feel what I feel, see what I've seen. We are all human, all connected. Our differences are our strength. Gradually, the chaos began to subside. The warring factions lowered their weapons, minds opening to new perspectives. The Gaia Collective saw the value of scientific advancement, while the Terra Concordiat felt the spiritual wonder of the cosmos. As understanding swept through the gathered fleet, something miraculous happened. The celestial harmonic began to resonate, its frequencies aligning with the newly harmonized human consciousness. Reality itself began to shift. Spatial rifts healed, temporal anomalies stabilized, and the barriers between dimensions became permeable. The multiverse was transforming into something new, a cosmic web where different realities could interact and learn from each other while maintaining their unique identities. Back on the Curiosity, Zara's body arched as energy coursed through her. The strain was enormous, threatening to tear her apart at the quantum level. We're losing her, Emily shouted, frantically working to stabilize Zara's life signs. Just when it seemed Zara would be consumed by the cosmic forces, help arrived from an unexpected source. The ascended Luminae joined their consciousness with hers, sharing the burden of the multiversal connection. With a final, reality-shaking pulse, the process completed. Zara collapsed onto the platform, her body smoking but alive. As she slowly regained consciousness, Zara found herself looking at a changed universe. Through the viewscreen, she saw the fleets of humanity's infinite variations not just coexisting, but beginning to work together. Ships from one reality were offering aid to another. Scientific knowledge was being freely shared. Cultural exchanges were already beginning. Did it work? Zara asked, her voice hoarse. Alex grinned, tears in his eyes. See for yourself, Captain. You've just united humanity across the multiverse. Selara's energy form shimmered with joy. Not just humanity, Captain. Your actions have set the stage for a new era of multiversal cooperation. The celestial harmonic has become a bridge between all realities. As the crew celebrated their monumental achievement, a new transmission came through. It was a joint message from representatives of every human faction. Captain Zara Chen, the message began, "Your courage and vision have opened our eyes to the true potential of humanity. We hereby invite the UES Curiosity and its crew to lead a new initiative, the Multiversal Exploration and Cooperation Task Force. Together, we will map the infinities, solve the mysteries of existence, and ensure peace across all realities." Zara looked at her crew, saw the excitement and determination in their eyes, and smiled. Well, team, it looks like our 5-year mission just got a lot more interesting. Shall we boldly go where no human, in any reality, has gone before? The resounding cheer that echoed through the ship was all the answer she needed. As the Curiosity prepared to embark on its new mission, Zara gazed out at the transformed cosmic landscape. The celestial harmonic pulsed gently, a cosmic lighthouse guiding the way to a brighter, more united future. They had started this journey seeking new life and new civilizations, but had ended up reshaping the very nature of reality itself. The true adventure, Zara realized, was just beginning. With a smile, she gave the order that would echo across the multiverse. All realities, all versions of humanity, engage. And with that, the Symphony of Infinities began its eternal, harmonious song, with humanity and its allies as its conductors, ready to face whatever wonders and challenges the vast, infinite cosmos had in store.